For the Silver Party municipal candidates, we will hear from Brianna Kostick, who will introduce her fellow candidates.
Hi, I'm Brianna Kostick, and I'm running for Borough Council. With me is Mariah, Alexandra, Daria, Brandon, and Marco, and we are all in the Silver Party. To be part of the Borough Council takes a lot of responsibility, which we are willing to show. Some responsibilities they take on are making important decisions for the town. For example, they make decisions on if they should increase someone's salary that works in the town, or if they should pave a road or not. They even make decisions about if they would want new lights in the town. If there's a decision that must be made, they are the ones that do it. They can be huge decisions for the town, or even little ones that will make a big difference. We are all looking forward to hopefully have the opportunity to do so. The qualities of a Borough Council member should have are responsibility and leadership. You have to be responsible because it's a very important job that needs to be taken seriously. You have to be able to make decisions with the rest of the members while being responsible. This also includes being organized and not losing any important information. Some of the decisions you make can impact the town significantly, so you want to be wise with the decision you make. The other quality is leadership. You have to guide the group in the right direction and help everyone if they are undecided with a decision they need to make. You need to be able to take control along with the rest of the members to make sure the town is doing okay, and if any decisions need to be made, you are wise with your answer to help out the town in the most positive way. We can all fulfill those requirements to be part of the Borough Council. Vote for us to be the Borough Council members for the class 2012-2013, and you won't regret it.
I'd like to introduce the vice principal candidates, Matthew Alisi and Bobby Rada.
Fellow students and teachers of Washington Park School, I am Matthew Alisi, and I'm running for the position of vice principal. I am the main candidate of the Gold Party. I believe that I am the best choice. I provide the best leadership. I am not afraid to speak up for what is not right. I'm not afraid to tell someone that they're wrong or doing the wrong thing. Let me tell you about myself. I am brother of former student council president John Alisi, and I have a little sister in 4th grade, Rachel Alisi. I am fond of the beverage known as strawberry milk. My favorite sport is basketball. I am not afraid to give a helping hand and offer help to a student in need of assistance. As vice principal, I will keep order in the Washington Park School. I will keep students in line and do my best to keep them out of trouble. I will do all work that I need to boost the school's performance and manage all of the school events and fundraisers. I believe that I can manage and accomplish these goals the best. Henceforth, I believe that I will fulfill the role of vice principal the best. My kindness and generosity will push me above and beyond. Matthew Alisi stands for leadership at its best. Vote Matthew Alisi. He will pass the test.
I, Bobby Rada, am running for the position of Silver Party Vice Principal. I would like to win because I feel I would be the best person for the job. The last person to hold the vice principal position was Mr. Vandenberg. He was the principal of Memorial School before he became the principal of Memorial and now Washington Park. As a new position in the school, I will be more than happy to fill the position of vice principal. With my position, I will help the principal with all aspects of making our school run smoothly. I will also make sure discipline is handled properly and make sure the students are dealt with accordingly. I will work with staff to make sure they receive appropriate supplies. I will deal with any lunch and bus problems as they arise. I will try to have a full recess whenever the weather allows. Lastly, I will deal with the bus company to make sure the buses are here on time. The position of vice principal is a very important job. The vice principal takes the place of the principal when he is not available. Vote for me, Bobby Rada, because I am the best candidate for the job. You won't regret your decision.
Next are the candidates for Supervisor of Instruction and Testing, Francesca Carr and Alex Sanchez, followed by the guidance counselors candidates, Haley Cowan and Kaylin Valdez.
Hello, my fellow students and peers. My name is Alexandra Sanchez, or as you may, Alex Sanchez. It doesn't make a difference to me either way. You may know, or as I hope you all know, I am running for this year's Supervisor of Instruction of Youth Week, representing the Silver Party. As it can already be inferred by my standing here, I believe that I would make an excellent Supervisor of Instruction. I hope that you will think so as well, as I demonstrate my capabilities and my knowledge of this task. One of my responsibilities, should I be elected into this position, would be to record, store, and utilize information found in the results of tests and assessments taken by our students. Now, I believe I would excel at this responsibility of my job. My organizational skills have increased exponentially since I began the school year, and even then I have always been improving upon my previous methods of keeping organized and efficient. If I am elected to this duty, not only will I be able to keep track of my students' assessments, but I would be able to use this information to the students' advantage. My position would also require me to evaluate and prepare instructional methods and assessments for students. I feel as though I would excel at this aspect of the job as well. I would pick out excellent criteria for the students that is not only educational and mentally stimulating and advancing, but enjoyable for the students as well. It's important to maintain an excellent balance while selecting these, a balance I am sure I will be able to uphold should I be selected for this position. In addition to assisting by generating my own methods of instruction and education, a supervisor of instruction, it would also be my job to help other members of the teaching staff by developing their own, and as well as making sure these methods adhere to the school's requirements and standards. I would keep materials fresh and advantageous, which would be even easier initially as I would have another teacher or staff member to work with. With that in mind, I feel as though I would make an excellent candidate for this position. While I must also, as previously stated, design fitting education material for classrooms, what will the impact be on the students? Or what if the student is hampered understanding of the curriculum and is currently faltering the subject, in need of a more advanced or fitting selection of learning materials? I assure you that not only will I be able to provide excellent various instructive materials, but I will personally cater to the needs of every student should they require something completely different than the currently laid down curriculum. I will assure an innovative classroom experience for their students, should my expertise, if you may, be employed in this Youth Week position. It is not enough to simply instill those curricular appliances, though. I would also need to make sure they stay effective. Another major section of this job is to update established materials to fit the criteria or demands, or purely for an educational bonus on the current materials in a subject. I would perform highly admirably in this position. Not only would I update provided materials based off of personal intuition and updated changes, but I would meet with other curricular experts, parents of excelling students, higher-ranking staff, and anyone who could hold a significant output in improving of these educational materials. With this system in effect, not only would my work remain efficient and worthwhile for students, but it would have a proper sense of maintenance and upkeep on our dated materials. The final role in which I would like to discuss with my peers that a supervisor of instruction should be prepared for is the preparation of teachers themselves to administer these materials. Before they can use these educational materials, a teacher administrating them must be trained to know how to do just that. A supervisor of instruction would not only aid students in help with their curriculum, but a teacher as well must also know that she can aid in the very curriculum he and she plans on teaching. At this job, I would fit perfectly. I'm rather effective at teaching people new tricks or missegments in class, though this would not only be thorough, but it would also be quick and not detracting from student learning, a necessary asset in a worker of this position. I have studied this position through and through, and throughout my learning, I have noticed but one major thing. This position is incredibly fitting for me. Electing me as Youth Week official is an excellent choice. My skill, my devotion, and my will to aid the school and all that I wish to contribute to it and make it incredibly prosperous work relationship that will be highly beneficial for the school. Do me a favor and do your school a favor. Invest your vote in silver this year. Ladies and gentlemen, I thank you for your time and consideration. Have a nice day.
Hello, my name is Francesca Carr, and I am running for the position of Supervisor of Instruction, Assessment, and Data Collection. This is Ms. Capitelli's job in the school. I am the perfect choice for this position. The job consists of many important duties and responsibilities. Basically, they decide what the curriculum for each grade and class in the school is, but there is much more behind that. The Supervisor of Instruction has to look at all of the students' test scores. They keep track of every NJ Ask, InView, and everyday class scores. They also visit classes each day to evaluate how the students in that class work and how they understand the lessons. After putting test scores and class behavior together, the supervisor of instruction can decide if the curriculum needs to get easier or harder, and if it needs to change, what parts of it in each subject need to change, and what parts can stay the same. For example, if one portion during class plus the same section on the NJ Ask is troubling most students, then the school may need to improve the curriculum so that the students can understand it and do better. It is the supervisor of instruction's job to notify the school of that. Or if most students are doing very well in a subject on both the NJ Ask and in class, then the supervisor of instruction has to tell the school to make that portion of the curriculum more difficult. I'm the right choice for this job. If I was supervisor of instruction, I would strive to make the school's curriculum just right for every student in the school so that everyone would do the best of their ability. With me in this position, our school would be one of the best schools in our region. I would keep track of every student's scores and put the right kids in the right level classes with the right curriculum. Also, I am extremely organized, which is a key quality for this job, being that I would have to keep track of hundreds of students' test scores. Even with all the papers and other things that come with this job, I would stay extremely organized and have a place for everything. As far as going from class to class goes, I know my way around the school like the back of my hand. I could easily get around quick and see everything I need to. As you can see, there are no drawbacks to electing me for Supervisor of Instruction, Assessment, and Data Collection. In conclusion, there is no better option for this position. I will keep our school on top if elected. So make the right choice and vote for me, Francesca Carr, for Supervisor of Instruction, curving our curriculum up.
Hello, I am Haley Cowan. I'm running for guidance counselor, and I'm a part of the Silver Party. I'm running for guidance counselor because I like to help people with their problems and make people feel better. I can help people if they get into a fight with friends and help find a solution to the problems, or they can talk to me if they just have something to tell but don't know who to tell. You can talk to me about it. We can also talk about what you want to be in the future and what your strengths and weaknesses are. So remember, vote for me, Haley Cowan, as guidance counselor. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Caitlin Valdez, and I'm running for guidance counselor on the Gold Party. To me, being a guidance counselor is more than just helping people with their problems. It's making their future brighter, making the world a better place, a way of life. First, let me tell you about me. I'm 13 years old. Cheering is my life. I live with my mom and 2 brothers, and I visit my dad and other little brother every year in Dominican Republic. Although our age difference is about 10 years, my 3 little brothers are extremely close to me, and life just wouldn't be the same without them. As I said before, cheerleading is my life. I have been cheering for 6 years and plan on continuing throughout high school. If cheerleading hadn't come into my life, I wouldn't be the person I am today. My parents are divorced, and so my dad lives with his wife and my brother in DR. I think that not living with my father caused most of the grief and sorrow that I feel on a day-to-day basis. I don't think seeing him once a year is enough. So in addition with getting over my problems, I love to help others get over theirs. Now, what exactly do you have to do when you're a guidance counselor? In order to be a guidance counselor, you have to have strong speaking skills, strong listening skills, and a great heart with great compassion for other people. Exactly what I have. The roles of a guidance counselor are to provide valuable information for someone struggling in life. Also, you cheer them up, make them feel proud, and make them become a better person. You are also in charge of hearing and helping with any mental, physical, emotional, or home problems a person may have. I think I'm more than qualified to do this. Now to why I think I should be a guidance counselor. I fit all of the qualifications. I love to listen to people's problems and give them advice on what to do next. I have a very social life and have so much compassion for each and every person. I would make the school a happier place for the students, staff, and faculty members. So if you're not sure if you want to vote for me or not, just think of this. I will listen to all your problems, give you advice, and help you with anything you may need help with. Still not sure? Think of what's better for you, your peers, for the school, and vote Kaylin as your guidance counselor. Thank you.
Talia Colossa will now introduce the Silver Party Board of Education candidates, and he will be followed by Gabriella Dragone, who will speak on behalf of the Gold Party candidates.
Hello, my name is Talia Colossa, and I'm running for the Board of Education, along with Brittany, Sebastian, Brandon, Shajid, and Jessica. There are many responsibilities for this job. In the Board of Education, there are 4 areas of focus for a school. One is that they make school district policies. They're responsible for hiring and firing of their superintendent. Another is economic management issues, as well as improving for the educational system and supporting school and community relations. A Board of Education makes school district policies. They set goals for the school and for the board itself. They make plans and decide what committees would be part of the board and how a community member would participate in school board meetings. The Board of Education is responsible for hiring the superintendent. They annually make a judgment on how the superintendent is doing based on performances. One of the most important rules of a Board of Education is the budget. They approve construction projects and make decisions about purchasing property for new construction. The Board of Education is very involved in making changes to the educational system. It may mean buying new textbooks or hiring new teachers. Also, they make changes to the education program by looking at the academic testing system and by looking at environment for supporting student achievement.
My name is Gabriella Dragone. I'm running for Totowa Board of Ed along with Kaylin Adorno, Joseph DeJesus, Rachel Mealy, Kenny Kerwin, Nick Malagrano, Marco Pelosi, Jason Ramirez, and Ryan Sosnowski. We all went through the Totowa School District and are familiar with the school and how it's run. We have participated in school trips and other school activities. We want to be able to help the children of the Totowa School District get the best education possible and become successful adults. We know that there are budgetary challenges that the district is up against. We will listen to input from both the parents and educators, and we will try to meet these challenges. We will try to put programs in place at little or no cost to the school and taxpayers. Of course, one of our main priorities is the education of the students. We want to keep the students happy in the school environment so they can stay focused. By keeping the students happy, we want to involve them in giving us ideas of what they're looking for to keep them excited and interested. We want to keep the students involved and interact with them on some of the decisions the board will be making. Our teachers are also very important. We will listen to what their needs are. We will get ideas from them on how to make learning interesting and fun. We will try to meet all of their needs. The administrators are the leaders of the schools. Without their good leadership and the help of their staff, the schools won't run smoothly. We will deal with the issues of these leaders and their staff as they come up, if any. We will work together to improve on making the schools run smoothly. Lastly, keeping our schools safe and clean is of utmost importance. Our custodial staff has done such a great job, and we want to keep it that way. We will make sure the custodians have all the supplies that they need to keep the schools safe and clean. Totowa schools are already one of the best in the state. We will strive to make them even better. By voting for us for Board of Ed, we guarantee our schools will get ahead.
I would now like to introduce the candidates who are running unopposed, and they will be giving their speeches. Tax Assessor Michael Delano, Chief School Administrator Michael Fody, Principals Brooke Bargel and Andrew Handel, Supervisor of Special Services Maria Bedunos, School Board Attorney Mariette Mankeith, School Board Secretary Alexandra Zorilla.
Hello. Woo. My name is Mariette Mankeith, and I'm running for School Board Attorney. I believe I fit this position very well because I am responsible and I know how to talk. As a school attorney, I will gather as much information and proof possible and convince the judge that the school is innocent. I will be representing the school, and that's a very tough job to take on, but people with responsibility and charisma, like me, will be able to do a very good job at representing the school. When people see money, their eyes start to sparkle and they start fantasizing about being rich and swimming in money. People would almost do anything when it comes to it. It's very easy for someone to make a false accusation, and the next thing you know, they're running out the door with a handful of money. If someone ever tries to do that and I'm attorney, they will have no excuses to defend themselves no matter how many lawyers they get. We can't just let people sue our school and not have the proper attorney to defend Washington Park. We have a low budget already, and someone suing us will affect it. So if you want an attorney to defend our school, vote for me! I got the schools back. Yeah! Woo!
Hello, my name is Maria Bedunos, and I'm running for Supervisor of Special Services. I'm running for this position mainly because I believe that there can be many improvements made with this job. A supervisor of special services has many duties that require great effort and dedication. As an 8th grade student, I would consider myself responsible for my age. I would stay on top of my grades and always aim for the best grade I can possibly achieve. Because I am responsible, I've come to the conclusion that being the supervisor of special services would be a position that suits me. As a supervisor of special services, I will attend many meetings and educational conferences. To resolve behavioral or academic issues, I will confer with teachers and guardians to eliminate any problem. Even though my job is in the school, I will also help students with their personal life. I will counsel students to overcome any personal or behavioral problems. I will also identify any cases of abuse that may be occurring in their home. During school, I will observe students in the classroom and evaluate their performance. If additional guidance is needed, I will provide services such as alcohol and drug prevention programs. Students with special needs require special attention. I will assist them by providing any devices that are needed or any other tools that will help these students. As you can see, this job requires a very diplomatic, outgoing attitude. There needs to be an effective way to help people for improvement. My goal is to focus on resolving any issues that arise in the school. Whether these issues are personal, behavioral, or social, I will try my best to eliminate them and inspire students to be educated. Education is vital in daily life and in the future. A good education stems from the school in which a child attends. If there are any issues early on, there will be a vast amount of problems to follow as the students age. That is why I will dedicate myself to this job 110%. I truly believe that I am a great candidate for this position. I have the personality needed to effectively carry out this job. Please vote for me, Maria Badunos, as Supervisor of Special Services. This is a vote that you will not regret. I will make it my duty to carry out all of my tasks out properly so that voters will not be disappointed with their choice. If you know me, you know that I do not give up. Therefore, this position will be my priority, and I will not give up on the school. Thank you.
Hello students and faculty, I'm Mike Delano and I'm running for the position of tax assessor. I truly feel I'm qualified for this position and I highly recommend you fill in the bubble next to my name. Although I'm running unopposed, it's still important you vote for me. I believe I would make a very good tax assessor. Tax assessors do exactly what the title indicates. They assess taxes on property. Tax assessors are responsible for estimating property values and setting property classification. They also inspect new construction or renovations, explain the data about the assessed taxes, and inspect properties to make sure they are paying the correct amount of taxes. You could probably tell by the name of the position you would need to have good math skills for this job. I will admit I'm not in the Algebra 1 class, but I do very well in my regular math class. You also need to know a lot about tax laws and codes and love working with real estate. I hope you vote for me, Mike Delano, tax assessor, class of 2013. Thank you.
Good afternoon, fellow classmates and teachers. I am Alexandra Zorilla, and I am running for the position of Board of Education Secretary. To be the Board of Ed Secretary, you need to be very responsible. I would have to be present at every board meeting to do the roll call, take notes, and much more. I would be in charge of making sure that the Board of Ed is all together and know what they are doing. I would be perfect for this position because I am very responsible. I am always on top of my schoolwork, so I would be able to stay on top of this job. I have been able to maintain almost all A's and B's in my classes, so I can keep up with extra activities aside from my schoolwork. So vote for me, Alexandra Zorilla, for Board of Ed Secretary. Thank you.
Good afternoon. For all of you who don't know, my name is Brooke Bargel. I'm running for the role of school principal. I would make a great principal because I am very responsible and organized. Also, I would be great at managing school functions and activities. As a school principal, I'll be very fair, but would not allow or tolerate any misbehavior. Some of my hobbies include cheering, gymnastics, and dance. These hobbies have taught me to multitask, be dependable, and become a great leader. I have the type of personality that would make me a great representative of our school. Sometimes the best advice comes from the students to help solve problems and have ideas to better the school. As principal, I would try to be a great listener and be open to all student suggestions. As a great principal, main focus should be to maintain education programs, teaching, learning, and to create an environment that fosters students' and teachers' growth. As your principal, I'll do my best to accomplish these tasks. With your vote, you can rest assured that together we can improve and better this school. Thank you. Don't forget to vote for me, Brooke Bargel, for your principal.
Hi. Hi everyone, my name is Andrew Hundell and I'm running for the position of building principal for Gold Party. To be a principal, you need to be dedicated to your job and have qualities that would be appropriate for leading the school. These qualities would have to consist of leadership, responsibility, and a good education. Thanks to my wonderful teachers over the years, I have established these skills. By electing me, I will use these skills to help the future of Washington Park School. As a principal, you have many duties to fulfill. Some of these duties include making a better school for students. As a leader of the school, you have to provide an atmosphere that promotes high amount of learning for students on a daily basis. The principal is in charge of the rest of the staff and typically reports directly to the superintendent. Principals are responsible for the overall operation in their school. Being a principal requires a great level of responsibility, which is why I think I'm right for this job. By voting me as principal, it would benefit the school in a positive way. I would work hard to improve the lives of our students. I truly believe that I will be responsible and dedicated enough for this job. Electing me is a choice that will lead you down the road to a bright and positive future. So vote for me for building principal. Thank you.
Hello and good afternoon, fellow classmates and teachers. My name is Michael Foti. I'm running for Chief School Administrator for the Silver Party. As most of you know, I play hockey and lacrosse, but you may not know I was a team captain of my Tri-State National Lacrosse team. I am proud to say I have led my team to many victories and championships. Therefore, I feel I possess leadership skills both on and off the field to fulfill this position. I am a true leader. I care for all. I put my teammates before myself and stand up for my teammates when needed. I am motivated to solve any problem given to me. My dedication to sports and school keeps me hardworking on the field and in the classroom. My determination to be successful drives me in the classroom each and every day to exceed a higher level of education. I have the right maturity level that can handle the responsibilities for this position. You may be asking yourself, what are the responsibilities of Chief School Administrator? School superintendents are considered chief executive officers of the school district. They enforce all schools with the district. They ensure all schools within the district operate effectively and enforce all rules and regulations established by the Board of Education. They also oversee all recreational and social activities and make sure they abide by the necessary rules. School superintendents also oversee the development of administrative processes and plans to establish the policies and instructions given by the Board of Education. They coordinate the development of high performance standards and educational achievement and also ensure all funding sources and the sets for the district are properly administrated and secure. School superintendents are responsible for maintaining complete and accurate records for all schools in their district. They maintain financial accounts, documents on staff members, school population records, and business and property documents. They are also responsible for keeping track of all board contracts, record books, securities, and other documents. School superintendents oversee the development and maintenance of overall budgets, prepare annual reports on proposed budgets, and present them to the Board of Education. In closing, I ask for you to support me as this year's Chief School Administrator, as well as the other candidates in the Silver Party. Thank you, and have a great day.
This concludes our program. Remember to vote, as your vote does count.
Bobby, here. Come in here.
Who, me? Okay, John.
Kneel down. Get down, Kenny.
Hello.
Mike said cheerleader. Yeah, you kneel.
Said cheerleader.